Captain Elena Ramirez stood at the bridge of the starship Aurora, her eyes scanning the endless stretch of stars outside the window. Space had always been a place of mystery, but this mission felt different. Something unusual had appeared on their sensors. A faint signal coming from a star system far beyond the mapped regions of the galaxy. The signal pulsed steadily, almost like a heartbeat calling to them across the vast darkness. "Lieutenant Chen, can you trace the origin of the signal?" Elena asked, her voice calm but filled with anticipation. Chen, the ship's communications officer, worked quickly, fingers moving over the console. "It's coming from the Orion expanse," he said. "Coordinates point to an uncharted system. I've never seen anything like it. The signal, it's structured almost like it's trying to communicate." Elena leaned forward. "Structured? Like it has a pattern?" "Yes, Captain. Repeating patterns, almost mathematical. Whoever or whatever sent this knows how to send precise information." The crew exchanged glances. Humans had explored many systems, but this was something new. No one had expected to find signs of intelligence this far from known space. "Prepare a course for the signal's origin," Elena ordered. "Let's see what's out there." The engines hummed as the Aurora shifted course. Outside, stars blurred into long streaks of light as they engaged faster than light travel. The crew worked in harmony, each performing their task with precision. But the excitement was palpable. After several days, the Aurora exited the warp bubble and entered a system dominated by a massive, ringed planet. Its surface was covered in strange, jagged mountains that shimmered under the light of a nearby star. Orbiting the planet were ruins of enormous structures, partially broken and overgrown with vegetation, yet unmistakably artificial. "Look at this," said Dr. Samir Patel, the ship's chief scientist. "These are not natural formations. Someone built them. Long ago, and they were powerful. We might be looking at the remains of an ancient civilization." Elena nodded, feeling a mixture of awe and caution. "Lieutenant, open a channel. Let's see if we can pick up the signal closer to the surface." The ship slowly descended, avoiding crumbling towers and enormous spires. The signal grew stronger as they approached a massive platform at the planet's equator. Engraved with strange symbols, the platform seemed like a gateway or a message left behind by the civilization that had once lived here. Chen analyzed the signal. "Captain, it's complicated. The message is layered, almost like a puzzle. If we can decode it, it might lead us to something important. Maybe technology, maybe knowledge, or something else entirely." Elena considered this carefully. Humanity had always thrived by solving problems, by using curiosity and intelligence to explore the unknown. "Then we solve the puzzle," she said firmly. "But we proceed carefully. We don't know what dangers might be here." The crew prepared an exploration team. Elena led, along with Patel, Lieutenant Kara Singh, and a small security unit. They donned their exosuits and left the ship, stepping onto the alien platform. The air was thin but breathable. The temperature was mild, and faint hums of energy ran through the stone under their feet. "Look at these markings," Patel said, examining a wall covered in glowing symbols. "They're mathematical in nature. Sequences, patterns. Whoever built this had knowledge far beyond ours." Kara pointed to a series of concentric circles etched into the stone. "Could this be a map? Or maybe a device? It feels alive, almost like it's waiting for something." Elena touched the surface lightly. A vibration ran through the platform, and suddenly, a holographic display appeared above it. Stars, planets, and lines of energy formed a map across the galaxy. The crew gasped. This is incredible," Patel whispered. "It's a star map, showing connections between systems. And this signal, this was meant for someone who could understand it. Us, maybe." Suddenly, the platform pulsed and a voice echoed through the area. It was not a sound as humans knew it, but a series of harmonics that somehow carried meaning. The crew felt it in their minds more than heard it. "Who are you?" Elena asked aloud, though she knew the voice was not expecting words. The harmonics shifted, forming patterns that Chen interpreted as digital instructions. It was a challenge, a series of complex mathematical and logical puzzles designed to test intelligence, creativity, and teamwork. "Captain," Chen said, excitement in his voice, "this is a test. Whoever left this wanted someone smart enough to find the next step. And it seems we passed the first part by arriving." Elena nodded. "Then we worked together. We solved this not just to prove ourselves, but because this could change humanity's place in the galaxy. The team worked tirelessly. Hours passed as they deciphered symbols, adjusted energy conduits, and activated hidden mechanisms in the ruins. Slowly, the platform began to glow brighter, responding to each correct solution. Patel smiled. It's like a language of energy. The more we understand, the more it responds. Whoever built this wanted their knowledge to be preserved, but only for those clever enough to reach it. Kara looked up at the stars. It's amazing. Humans are small in the universe, but we think, we learn, we solve problems. Maybe that's why we're here, why this message found us. As night fell on the alien world, the team gathered on the platform. The signal pulsed stronger, now clearly showing a path to another location, perhaps the heart of the ancient civilization or a powerful device left behind. Elena looked at her crew. This is just the beginning. We've discovered something incredible, something the galaxy never expected humans to find. But we must be ready. There will be challenges ahead and others who might not want us to succeed. The crew nodded, their determination firm. Humanity had always been underestimated. But here on this distant world, their intelligence, courage, and unity had proven that even in a galaxy filled with older, more powerful species, humans could make their mark. And somewhere, in the distance, the ruins pulsed again, as if acknowledging the arrival of these small, curious beings called humans, beings who might change the future of the stars. The starship Aurora hovered silently above the alien ruins, its sensors capturing every pulse of energy from the mysterious platform below. Captain Elena Ramirez studied the readings carefully. The signal was growing stronger, pointing toward a nearby asteroid field. But something else appeared on the scanners, an unidentified fleet moving toward the system at high speed. Lieutenant Chen frowned. Captain, those ships, they're not human. And judging by their energy signatures, they're advanced. We might have attracted attention. Elena's jaw tightened. Can we communicate? Chen shook his head. No response. It's like they know we're here, but they don't want to talk. They're waiting. Dr. Samir Patel studied the data on his console. Captain, I think they are the Krylons. They dominate this sector of space. Humans are rare in these parts. They won't let us reach the source of the signal without a fight, or at least without a test of some sort. Elena nodded. Then we prepare. But we won't just fight. We'll use our minds as well. Humans have a way of solving problems others can't. That's our advantage. The Aurora slipped into orbit around a small, rocky moon, using its terrain to hide from the approaching fleet. The crew gathered in the strategy room. We can't match their firepower head-on, Elena said. But the ruins, the signal, it could help us. If we solve the next part of the puzzle, it might give us tools or knowledge to level the field. Patel, Kara, you lead the team on the ground. Chen and I will coordinate from the ship. Patel and Kara prepared for descent. The moon's surface was jagged, filled with cliffs and deep ravines. Strange energy readings flickered in the distance, corresponding to the signals from the ruins. The team landed, exosuits activating automatically to protect them from the thin atmosphere and rough terrain. Stay alert, Kara said. This is uncharted ground and we're not alone. They moved quickly, following the pulsing signal. The energy seemed almost alive, guiding them toward a structure partially buried in rock. It was larger than anything they had seen, towers rising like fingers from the surface, covered in glowing symbols and lines of light. Patel studied the symbols closely. This is a complex network. Energy flows here, and here. It's almost like a neural system, designed to respond to intelligence and creativity. Whoever built this expected visitors to interact with it. Elena examined the structure. Then we interact. Solve the puzzles, trigger the mechanisms, and let this structure guide us to the next step. The team worked as one. Patel decoded the energy patterns while Kara manipulated mechanical elements of the ruins. The platform responded, lights traveling across the structure like synapses firing in a brain. Slowly, a pathway opened, revealing an internal chamber. Inside, the air was thick with a soft glow. Floating orbs of energy rotated around a central device humming with power. Symbols projected onto the walls shifted and reformed as the team approached. This is incredible, Patel whispered. It's not just a machine. It's a repository of knowledge and energy. Whoever built this wanted to preserve their civilization's greatest discoveries, for those clever enough to find it. As they approached the device, the ground trembled. Outside, the Krylon's fleet had entered the system, and massive ships began scanning for intruders. Their energy pulses reached the moon, signaling that humans were not welcome. Kara activated her suit's shields. "We can't let them stop us. We finish the puzzle or we risk losing everything." Elena nodded. "Then we focus. Humanity has never backed down from a challenge, and we won't start now." The chamber responded to their combined efforts. Each puzzle solved, each sequence decoded, caused the orbs to shift, forming a new pattern. Slowly, the device began to activate, sending energy pulses that lit up the surrounding mountains. Patel smiled. "It's working. The system is responding to our thinking. We're proving ourselves." Suddenly, one of the orbs shot forward, projecting a holographic map of the nearby star systems. Among the constellations, one location glowed brighter than the rest, an asteroid hidden deep within a nearby belt. The signal pointed there, clearly showing that it was the next step in their journey. Elena looked at her team. "That's our path. The Krylons might try to intercept us, but we've solved the puzzle. That gives us an advantage. Let's move." The team returned to the Aurora, piloting carefully through asteroid fields and avoiding detection. The ship's cloaking systems helped, but the Krylons were persistent, scanning each sector with precision. "Captain, they're closing in," Chen said. "We have to act fast." Elena smiled slightly. "Then we act smart. Use the environment. Use their expectations against them. Humans can be clever where others are rigid." Navigating through dense asteroids, the Aurora dodged massive energy pulses from Krylon's ships. Using the ruins data, Chen calculated safe paths, predicting where enemy ships would move next. Each maneuver required precision and quick thinking, but the humans adapted faster than the alien fleet expected. Finally, they reached the glowing asteroid indicated by the ancient device. Its surface was jagged and strange energy emanated from its core. Sensors showed a network of tunnels within, possibly leading to the heart of the artifact hidden there. "This is it," Elena said. "Whatever the signal wanted us to find, it's here. But we have to be careful. The Krylons won't give up easily." As the team prepared to descend, Patel examined the readings. "The energy here. It's pure. The ancient civilization harnessed it for knowledge, defense, even communication. If we can control it, humans could use it to advance far beyond current limits. But it's also dangerous. Mistakes could be catastrophic." Elena looked at her crew. "We've faced danger before. We've solved puzzles others could not. We've proven humans can rise to challenges. Now we go further, together." The team entered the asteroid's tunnels, ready to face the next stage of the puzzle. Every step brought them closer to understanding the ancient civilization's wisdom and unlocking the power hidden in the stars. Outside, the Krylon's fleet circled, unaware that humans were about to achieve something they had never imagined possible. A combination of courage, intelligence, and ingenuity that no alien species could easily match. In the darkness of the asteroid, the humans moved forward, confident that their greatest strength was not in technology alone, but in their minds, their teamwork, and their unyielding curiosity. And somewhere deep within the asteroid, the ancient energy pulsed, waiting for the next step of the species it had chosen, the humans. The asteroid's tunnels were alive with energy. Soft pulses of light traveled along the walls, guiding Captain Elena Ramirez and her team deeper into the ancient structure. Every step echoed with the whispers of a civilization long gone, yet somehow still present in the energy that surrounded them. "This way," Patel said, pointing toward a large chamber at the heart of the asteroid. "The energy readings are strongest here. Whatever the ancient civilization left, it's inside this chamber." Kara Singh checked the maps projected from the orb they had carried from the ruins. "It's like a labyrinth. But the device, its logic, seems to anticipate our moves. Every decision we make changes the pattern, opens new paths." Elena nodded. "Then we continue together. We think, we adapt, we solve. That's what makes us human." As they entered the central chamber, the team was stunned. Before them stood a massive device, surrounded by floating orbs of energy, much like those in the ruins on the previous planet. But this device was larger, more intricate, and it radiated a sense of power that made the air hum. Symbols rotated in mid-air, forming sequences of logic and energy patterns. Patel approached cautiously. "This is incredible. It's not just an energy source, it's a library, a machine, and a power generator all at once. Whoever built this designed it to be unlocked by intelligence, not force. Suddenly, the energy orbs converged, forming a holographic interface. It presented a series of complex puzzles, logical sequences, energy routing problems, and patterns that challenged perception itself. The team worked quickly, combining their skills. Patel analyzed energy flows. Kara manipulated physical elements, and Elena coordinated, observing connections no one else noticed. Outside, the Krylon's fleet had detected the asteroid's unusual energy surges. Massive ships hovered near the system's edge, preparing to attack. But the humans had an advantage. They were already inside the puzzle, engaging with the ancient device, while the Krylons relied solely on force. Hours passed. The team solved one challenge after another. The device responded, sending pulses through the asteroid, creating safe paths, stabilizing the tunnels, and projecting additional hints. Every success brought them closer to the final core. "This is it," Patel said, eyes wide. "The final sequence. If we solve this, we unlock the energy, and possibly the knowledge contained here." Elena took a deep breath. "Then we focus. We've overcome impossible odds before. We can do it again." The final puzzle required them to synchronize thought, timing, and movement. Patel monitored energy flows while Kara adjusted controls. Elena observed patterns and directed their actions. Slowly, the orbs aligned, forming a perfect network. A beam of light shot from the device to the ceiling of the chamber, then spread outward, connecting to the asteroid's walls, tunnels, and surface. A deep hum filled the chamber. Energy flowed, not violently, but gently, as if acknowledging their achievement. The device's power stabilized, creating a field that could be harnessed for clean energy, communication, and knowledge transfer. Patel smiled. "We did it. Humans solved what no other species in this sector could. The Krylons may have power, but intelligence and teamwork, that's uniquely human." Elena looked out at the stars through the asteroid's surface. "We came here curious, seeking a signal. We found knowledge, power, and proof that humans can thrive even where others cannot. This changes everything, not just for us, but for humanity." The Krylons arrived, massive ships casting shadows across the asteroid's orbit. But when they detected the energy field from the device, they paused. Their sensors indicated that the humans had activated something beyond conventional technology, something ancient and powerful. Chen, observing from the Aurora, transmitted a message. "Captain, they're scanning the energy. They're impressed, not hostile, at least for now. It seems they recognize human ingenuity. They didn't expect this," Elena nodded. "Then let's make sure they do. Broadcast our achievement, but also our message. Humans are not to be underestimated. We learn, we adapt, we solve challenges no one else can." The Aurora transmitted the message across the galaxy, showing the Krylons and other species the power unlocked by humans, not just the energy itself, but the combination of courage, intelligence, and cooperation that made it possible. Inside the asteroid, the team took a moment to rest. They had succeeded not by force, but by thinking, observing, and working together. The ancient civilization's purpose had been fulfilled. They had left their legacy for a species capable of understanding it. Elena looked at her crew. "We've proven that even a young species can rise to greatness. That's the essence of being human: curiosity, intelligence, and the drive to explore. Nothing can replace that," Patel added. "And now humanity has the chance to use this knowledge wisely. Clean energy, advanced technology, and lessons from a civilization far older than ours. The galaxy may have thought we were weak, but we've shown what humans can achieve." Kara smiled. "We've only begun. There are more mysteries, more challenges out there, and humans will face them together." As the Aurora prepared to leave the asteroid, the energy device pulsed one last time, almost like a heartbeat of approval. Humanity had unlocked its secrets not through sheer strength, but through intellect, courage, and teamwork. The stars ahead were no longer just points of light, they were opportunities. Challenges and adventures waiting for humans to leave their mark. And somewhere, across the galaxy, other species began to take notice. Humans were no longer just observers. They were players, capable of shaping the future of interstellar civilization. Captain Elena Ramirez stood on the bridge, looking at the endless expanse of stars. "We did it," she said quietly. "This is just the beginning." The human crew of the Aurora smiled, knowing that their journey had proven a simple truth, that in the vastness of space, Humanity's greatest weapon was their mind, their spirit, and their unity, and in that moment, the galaxy understood that humans were not to be underestimated.